It's me, Devin, about to play some Pokemon, so let's get into a main. I'm currently playing Fire Red, and as you can see, I'm not actually playing on a Game Boy, which is usually played on. I'm playing on my phone. And we're playing on the original 151 here. This is Professor Oak, and he's explaining to me how to play and about Pokemon. Okay, after choosing my name, I'm in my house. And we're in the Kanto region, as I showed the picture before, and I'm talking to my mom, telling me I have to leave someday, yada yada. So now I'm off to find Professor Oak. Professor Oak is head of Pokemon pretty much in the Kanto region. And he's talking to me, don't go. This right here is the grass where we encounter wild Pokemon.
Pat on the back, keep up the good work.
We encounter wild Pokemon, and I don't actually have any Pokemon right now, so Professor Oak won't allow me to go in there, and right now he's going to go give me my first Pokemon. Exciting. There's Gary, my rival. Later on in the story, we'll see Gary again. We actually see him throughout our journey, and Gary actually beats the game before me, and is Pokemon champion before me, so we're going to talk to Professor Oak about Pokemon. We're about ready to choose our first Pokemon. So the three Pokemon here is Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is a grass type.
Really?
Now it's asking me if I want to choose Bulbasaur, and I'm going to go with no. Because in my opinion, Bulbasaur is terrible. Not good. I advise you don't take him. He's weak. Now we're getting into Squirtle. Squirtle is better than Bulbasaur, but he's still not very good. So I'm going to choose no on that. And now we get into the cream of the crop. This is Charmander. Charmander, in my opinion, and by many, is the best of the starting Pokemon. So yes, I'm going to choose Charmander. Charmander is a fire type, and he will later evolve into Charmeleon and Charizard. So I just received Charmander. Do I want to give Charmander a nickname? Yes, I do. I'm going to nickname Charmander P. Rich because of how cool he is. And you can nickname your Pokemon instead of their original name. Add a little flair to the game, you know what I'm saying? So P. Rich. P. Rich knows what I'm talking about, right? Gary, my rival, he's going to challenge me in a battle. This is my first battle. So we'll talk about battles. Battling in Pokemon is probably what most of you know it as. Catching and battling Pokemon. So in a battle, you have an opponent, and the opponent has his Pokemon and you have your own. Now Professor Oak is telling me how to battle. I don't understand why he's telling me. I guess he doesn't know that I'm a Pokemon Master. You hear that? Master. So I'm a Pokemon Master, but I already know how to battle. I'm going to explain it to you beginners. So they have health. This health bar right here indicates his health. And you want to inflict damage so that the health goes all the way down to 0. And when it goes down to 0, the Pokemon actually faints but does not die. I talk about that in my essay. You can read it on my blog. Or you can follow me on Twitter at yourboyd. Alright, I talk about Pokemon a lot. So here we go. Squirtle's using Tail Whip. Tail Whip doesn't do any damage. There's certain moves in the game that don't do damage and actually lower the Pokemon stats as Tail Whip. You can see here, lowers my defense. So I'm going to use Scratch. Scratch isn't, obviously it does damage. And we just want to get that health all the way down. And once we get the health down to 0, the Pokemon faints and we gain XP. XP is what levels your Pokemon up. As you gain more XP, the more experience, obviously, your Pokemon gains, and the better it will get and the stronger it will get. And obviously you want strong Pokemon. And after defeating the opponent, he has to give us money. So Gary's a cheapskate. He only gives me 80 bucks. You know, we can easily get anywhere from $15 to around $15,000. Okay, so I'm here in Pewter City. Pewter City is the home to the first gym. As you see right here, it says gym. And inside is a gym leader. Now, Pewter City has a specialty type, and it is rock. There are 8 gyms, and each gym has their own unique specialty type. So like there's a gym with fire, and there's a gym with kind of psychic, and they all have their own unique type. I already defeated this gym, so here's Brock. After we defeat Brock, you get a badge. Now each badge has its own special purpose, and to advance onto the next gym, you must defeat the gym that is before it. So this is the first gym, and to get to the second gym, you have to beat the first gym. Each badge allows you to do certain things. It allows you to use moves, as I'll get into later, and it also allows stronger Pokemon to obey you, because if you're a weak trainer and just starting off, a level 100 Pokemon will not obey you because it's better than you. So, alright, I'm outside of Pallet Town. I'm gonna try and catch a Pokemon here. So we're gonna talk about catching a Pokemon. So to catch a Pokemon, you don't actually defeat it. You want to get its health as low as it can go. You could throw a Pokeball at it right now, but it's a very low chance that at a high health that we will catch it. So we want to get his health as low as we can. So I think his health is low enough. We're going to use a Pokeball on him. And if there's a thing called a status right here, poison, and if you inflict a status condition on it, the percentage of chance that you have goes up. Going into the Pokemon Center, this is where we heal our Pokemon for free. You know, they say nothing in this world comes for free, but we actually heal our Pokemon for free. So here's my good friend Nurse Joy right here. I'm gonna talk to Nurse Joy, and Nurse Joy is gonna heal my Pokemon for me. So she puts it on this thing right here, and we get to heal our Pokemon, and they're all full health now. Okay, so when you don't have any room on your team, you can carry 6 Pokemon at a time, and when you have more than 6 Pokemon, they get sent here. So we're gonna take a look at our storage system. We're gonna move our Pokemon around, and this is where all the Pokemon are held. So we're about to go into the Pokemon right here, as you can see, Mart. And in the Pokemart, we buy items that go in our bag, and I'll talk about the bag in a second. So yes, I want to buy something. So they have various items here that you can buy, and I'm not going to buy anything because I already got everything. So if you buy an item here, it gets sent straight to your bag. So we're going to go to our bag right here, and as you can see, there's a Pokeballs. The bag has different compartments, and each compartment holds a certain type of item. So we have Pokeballs here. Key items. Now, key items are items that you use. There's things such as an old rod that is a fishing rod that you can use to catch Pokemon in the water. And here's where the main items are stored. We use these items to heal our Pokemon, to give them something to heal their status, and other various items. So I'm here at Indigo Plateau. Ooh, this is where the Elite Four is held, and that's pretty much the end of the game after you beat this. There's other things to do, but we're going to head up the steps here. Indigo Plateau, there it is, big building. So inside of Indigo Plateau, there is another Nurse Joy. There are many Nurse Joys, PC, typical setup. And they have their own little mini mart here. So when we go into the Elite Four, you want to make sure you have a diverse team, because unlike regular gyms, the Elite Four has 4 different trainers, 5 if you include the champion Gary, as we talked about before. So once we go into the Elite Four, you cannot come out. So you can't come back and heal your Pokemon. So you want to go over to this mart right here and stock up on items that heal your Pokemon and revive them, because you will have Pokemon that die. So when we go into the Elite Four, can't get out. So here's Lorielli. She is an ice type, and each of the 4 trainers have a different type, with Gary at the end has a very diverse team, and Gary is very tough. So after you defeat Gary, the game is pretty much over. And there are certain Pokemon that you can catch, like legendaries, you can catch after the game. And contrary to belief, you can't actually catch all 151 Pokemon without cheating. So after you beat the Elite Four, it's pretty much the end of the game. Alright, so I just want to do a tribute to all my fans out there, you know, like shout out P. Rich, shout out Honda, you know, my cameraman / editor. And shout out to all of you in the class, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are my fam, and I love you all. Peace.